Good evening, cowboys, cowgirls, and outlaws. Welcome to the Slick Sixguns Network. I'm your host, Slick Sixguns, and I'm here to provide education, tips, and community for those interested in the Western shooting sports. If you're interested in stuff like that, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notifications bell so you don't miss anything. Also in the description section is a link to our Patreon account if you feel like supporting us. Now let's pack our wagons and see what's being discovered out west. So you have decided to attend your first Cowboy Fast Draw match, and you're curious to see what that experience will include ahead of time. Please keep in mind, this video is not meant to teach you the rules of Cowboy Fast Draw, how a match is run, what you should do prior to attending or continuing in Cowboy Fast Draw, but merely as a heads up of what you can expect to see and do. This video is also meant to provide a few references should you choose to continue in the sport of Cowboy Fast Draw. With that being said, one of the first places you should visit if interested in Cowboy Fast Draw is the Cowboy Fast Draw Association website. I will leave a link in the description to this site if you want to check it out later. The list of affiliated clubs will give you match days as well as the names and contact information needed to get a hold of someone at a club that you want to attend. If you have the following equipment, this is what is good to bring if you want to use your own stuff. Even though you don't have to, as CFDA members are very friendly and will often loan you items to borrow. Some type of single action revolver in .45 Colt that is on the list of approved six guns on the CFDA website. A belt and a holster. .45 Colt cases that are approved for Cowboy Fast Draw, and some type of carrying case. Eye protection, ear protection, which is optional for some members and mandatory for others, 209 shot shell primers, and wax bullets, as well as those awesome looking cowboy duds that make you feel as if you are part of the Old West era. Whatever you do, don't bring or load live ammunition for the match. It isn't allowed on the range and should be left at home. For more detailed information on the approved style of the aforementioned items, please consult the Cowboy Fast Draw Association's Gunslingers Rules, Guidelines, and Handbook found on the CFDA website. Head on over to the sign-in table, PARD, and put your handle on the dotted line to indicate that you will be participating in the match. There, you will read a liability waiver and be asked to pay the match fee. Depending on the club and its bylaws, new shooters will more than likely be allowed to shoot for free, as it is their first experience. The club or its members may offer you to borrow a revolver. These revolvers will be in compliance with the game's approved list. Models can vary from the Colt single-action Army-style revolvers to open tops and even Rugers. You will borrow some type of belt and holster, as well as the cases, ammo, and necessary protective equipment needed to compete. Once all of your equipment has been safety checked and marked, you will attend some type of opening ceremony, which will more than likely include a Pledge of Allegiance, a convocation, and a safety brief. The safety brief will give you the rules of the match and orient you to the range. This orientation will tell you where the cleaning table is, the firing line, the targets, the downrange area, and distance to the targets. It will also tell you where a table or platform will be where you can stage your ammunition and other items for the match. Afterwards, you are called to the line and will face an opponent to see who will hit the target. The fastest person who does this will win the round, while the loser will continue on, but have an X next to their name. Each shooter will have an individual behind them, a hand judge, to ensure that no one shooter has an advantage. They will also assist the shooter should any issues arise, and they will also help with technicalities and malfunctions during the competition. You will hear some shooting commands after a command for load and make ready has been given. A bright light in the center of the target will flash on and blink if you hit it, and stay on if you miss. The competition will continue like this for several rounds, until there is only one competitor left. After shooting a round or two, or whenever you feel you need to, you can head over to the cleaning table to clean your revolver and help keep you competitive during the match. You may find several different cleaning items provided by the club, or you may choose to use your own. Either way, it is now back to the firing line for some more competition. In between each round, you will see members moving downrange when the range is cold, and they will cover the targets in a type of grease which helps identify where the shooter hit and if they hit the target. Each time is recorded electronically by a device at the scoring table, with a scorekeeper maintaining a record of who has shot, how fast they shot, and how many X's they have for the match. After the rounds have been completed, the scores are tallied, and depending on the club, you may receive a prize, such as a certificate with your name and the place you ended up in for the match. Be sure to leave a comment and stay tuned for future episodes.